Hi, I'm Starla Sampaco. ASUW election campaigns are officially underway, and in this segment we're featuring someone who's been through it all before. I sat down with ASUW President Christina Xiao, and she reflected on her year so far and spoke about her plans going forward. Let's check it out. Like many typical college students, ASUW President Christina Xiao is busy juggling school and work. For Christina, however, the work description just happens to include representing 40,000 students in University Matters. She even has her own office and a personalized gavel. The Seattle native is a graduating senior studying informatics with a minor in geography. Christina said class actually plays a pretty small role in her day. Most of her day is spent on student government. In this segment, we got to know Christina just a little bit better. From her serious side,
just the large amount of responsibility in terms of advocating for students,
to the silly.
One time I showed up to her house and she was just wearing a cat mask.
All jokes aside, Christina's job is tough.
Well, a lot of the times in a room with administrators or just the general public, with legislators too, they'll sort of ask, hey, what do students think? And I'm like, well, let me distill for you what 40,000 people think. You know, that's pretty difficult.
When discussing leadership, Christina said that it's more than just about identifying problems. To her, leadership is about initiative.
Anyone can gain sort of like public speaking skills, presentation skills. That's not the core quality of it. It's that will you take the initiative upon yourself to say, like, oh, I need to do something about this or else nobody will. And so I think if you're a person who's willing to say that at any level, and you can do that without having a position or a title or anything like that, you just have to think to yourself, well, I'm someone who can do something about this, and I'm going to do something about this, or else no one will. And so that's really cool because that can be anyone. You know, leadership isn't a title, it isn't a paid position or anything like that.
The title of ASUW president will be passed on to either Timmy Bendis or Tyler Wu. Christina gave this advice to her successor.
I guarantee you, no matter what kind of platform the person comes in with, they're going to have to deal with just a huge, wide variety of issues and situations that they couldn't have anticipated. I mean, look, this year we had a president of the University of Washington resign. You know, there's just so many unanticipated things have happened this year that I've had to deal with. And so the question is really, how good are you at adapting to new situations? How good are you at picking up new skills and picking them up quickly? And how quickly can you learn something and demonstrate sort of mastery of a topic or of an issue? I think that's actually the most important quality.
Prior to this interview, many people didn't know that Christina and former ASUW president Michael Coots were actually in a relationship.
We met, I've worked for ASUW for 3 years, so we met like a long time ago before I was president and before he was president, so it's not anything weird like that. That's one fun thing that people are always shocked to find out. Like, I think it shocks the administrators the most, actually. They're like, wait, what? And I'm like, it's what? We're friends. It's okay.
She's planning her own wedding. Oh, no, am I allowed to tell them about your what? Okay.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'll tell them about your wedding. You're planning
No, that's not public knowledge yet.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, I joke. We joke so much about, even though it's on the wall.
Oh,
you know.
okay, all right.
Just one day after this interview, Christina and Michael got engaged, so their relationship is no longer a secret. While we do not yet know who will take over the president position for next year, one thing is for certain. Christina's successor will have big shoes to fill.
I would say, Christina, she's been doing a really great job this year, and really hard worker, and I've had the awesome privilege to be working with her this year.
So I'm going to graduate in June, and for the next 6 months, I'm doing a discipleship school through the church that I go to. So it's part-time in the morning, 8:30 to 12:30, and then in the afternoon, I'm going to work a part-time job. So I'll do that until January, and then I'm going to look for a full-time job. Doing something still to be determined. I'm not sure yet. But eventually I would like to come back to school for graduate school. I'm thinking about law school, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So.
Hey,
She's
this is
really
a group
derpy.
interview. Derby.
Yeah.
Don't know what that means.
Like goofy, you know? Like,
Yeah, she's goofy. She tells a lot of jokes.
so like random.
But yeah, she's a good person. Sometimes.
Reporting for Daily Video, I'm Starla Sampaco. Make sure to check out The Daily on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and also check out our website, dailyuw.com. Thanks for watching.